I remember when I went up to the Bronx for Rap Fest the first year. It was like the year before, because you was mentioning something about when you mentioned, when you heard God tell you something. I remember having the thought. I was sitting in the back of the church, and I was sitting back there, and I was like, because now I ain't spitting the other stuff no more. I'm not doing none of that kind of stuff. I'm just I'm trying to learn God. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do the Christian thing. I'm trying to be right. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do the right things and all that kind of stuff. But I just remember it was a Bible study. I was just sitting back there, and this is when the church was held in a school. And I was just sitting in the back, and all of a sudden I ain't gonna say I heard a voice, because it wasn't a voice, but it was just this impression that, like, you can rap for God. And I sat there and I was like, that sounds stupid. You know what I'm saying? That don't even make sense, rap for God. Because I ain't know nobody was rapping for God. I know you was rapping the other stuff. I bust caps and snap and, all that kind of stuff. And so when I had that thought, I was like, that sounds stupid. But slowly I started messing around, trying to, pin some things. But what confirmed it all for me, went to Rap Fest. In the Bronx. Shout out still again to Burt Boca Chica. I'm at the tag him in this joint. When we pulled up and I saw this sea, this was a swarm of people. And I'm talking about people, because, we look in the hip hop stuff, it's a black culture thing. Right. But I'm looking at people from all walks of black people, white, Hispanic, whatever race, Asian, it was Indian, it was all kind out there. I was like, wait, what? So all of these people know about this? You know what I'm saying? Right. Where was I the whole time?
Where were you? Like,
where was I?
How did they get this first?
How did they know? You know what I'm saying? And from that point forward, I was like, okay, so you can. And I'm watching the MCs up. I think that may have been the first time I seen Cross Movement, do their thing.
When Cross Movement came out, man, they came out with the bangers beats. Man, they beat was like Slave Master beats, because they were hitting hard,
it was straight boom
Them
bap,
beats were like boom bap, man.
And I think that was the first time it was the first time I saw them. Don't quote me, but I think it was. But it was a great experience. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So it kind of lit the fire, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
man.
I started writing a little bit more,
I probably bought every CD they came out with, man. I don't know where they at. Well, cassette tapes. Because when they first came out, they had cassette tapes.
Yeah, see, I was on CD at this point.
Oh, yeah. I had cassette tapes at the first time they came out.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
And I didn't get the first one. The very first project I didn't get. I went back and got it. But I got from House of Reps on. That was the one that I...
House of Representation or something?
Representative.
My bad.
That's when I was introduced to them.
Yeah.
And then shout-outs to John Wells, Tonic, and Ambassador, a.k.a. William Branch, who they was working on a song. They was shooting a music video for a song, Honor and Glory, which is where I got the name of my radio show, came from just the name of that song.
I remember that.
And... I'm sitting back, but I'm really itching because I'm like, I want to get involved in this thing. I'm here to be in the video, but I really want to be involved in the video.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to kind of watch and stuff, but I'm inching my way a little closer to get into what's popping. And I started pointing out little things.
Right.
Continuity. In film, there's this thing called continuity where everything has to match. So if we drink a drink, the next time you see it in the scene, it should still be here. It should not be back up here. You know what I'm saying? It has to stay consistent.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Because otherwise, you're like, wait a minute. He drunk it. Now it's still full. You know what I'm saying? So it has to match.
Oh, okay. So it got to be in real time.
It's got to look real. You shoot stuff in
you
different
can't just
orders.
be drinking and then you done grab the wrong bottle.
Yeah, and it's back full again.
It's back full again, and then we didn't see you go fully.
None of that. So I was watching certain things. And I was like, oh, he had the thing on right there. Oh, thanks, bro. And so the director was like, yo, and he brought me in. I was like, all right, now I'm active with this thing. I'm typing up logos and all this kind of stuff. Right. And shout out, and even my son, he got to play the violin.
Oh, his son played violin?
Video. No, but they had... It was some kind of violin part in the song.
Oh, okay.
So they had like 6 or 8 kids.
Right.
Fake playing the violin.
Fake playing the violin. Okay.
So if you go back and look at the song Honor and Glory from Ambassador, featuring the Tonic, it's called Honor and Glory. And you'll see my son in it. But anyway.
Well, when I was in Augusta before I even came to Atlanta, it was a record label in North Carolina.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of it, but I know the record label. If I'm not mistaken, they was affiliated with the Parliament label, because the Parliament had a label up here in Atlanta.
Gotcha.
If I'm not mistaken, but anyway, they wanted to sign me as a gospel rapper. This before I even gospel rap. I ain't never heard of gospel rap.
Yeah.
But they wanted to sign me up, and I told them, I said, gospel rap?
Like, what is that?
I was like, man, that sounds crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's just crazy how you could do a whole full circle turn, right back at the same place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's very thing I thought was crazy.
Yeah, gotta use you there.
I said, well, you can't say what you won't do. You just have to let go and I always got a thing I say called let it play out.
Let it play out.
Let it play out.
That's a good one. I like that.
Let it play out.
I might have to get that's a T-shirt right there.
Yeah, let it play out. Don't, just, don't worry about it. Ain't nothing you can do about it. So just
let it play out.
Let it play out.
Yeah.
Ain't no sense of committing suicide.
Yeah.
Ain't no sense of robbing no bank.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone and let it play out.
Mm-hmm. Facts though.
Right.